Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. I'm Hannah Wallace and we're here at Money 2020 Asia in Singapore. Joining me now in the press lounge is Andy Burner and Mark Taylor of SmartStream. Hello gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me.
Welcome, thank you.
Now we're talking about AI adoption and the APAC region. So Andy, coming to you first, we are seeing a lot of adoption across the capital markets in APAC, but could you tell me what are some of the opportunities but also challenges we're seeing?
Well, I've been walking through the exhibition and talking to many vendors that do machine learning and AI, and basically what I can see is that the main challenge is really the data. So the quality of the data before they can apply machine learning or AI, the data has to be in the right format. So lots of companies are struggling with that at the moment, and I think the companies first need to get the data right. And for us as SmartStream, we are also trying to help companies to get the quality of the data better. We do reconciliation, which is basically looking whether the data is correct and comparing the data and finding exceptions. So that's kind of the basic step for machine learning. Yeah.
All right, and what are some of the opportunities there? And could you give me some use cases as well?
Yeah. So the big opportunity for SmartStream is that banks, they have to store the data for so many years. So in that data they store, there are all the workflows, all the information is there, right? So we have a lot of data we can use, and the trick is to use that data and make experience out of that. And you can use machine learning to do so. So in the space where we are, where we do reconciliation, cash and liquidity management, and so on, all the data is already with our clients. Remember, we have more than 1,500 clients, so they all have our products and the data. So really the thing is, how do we apply machine learning and use that data to make the applications more efficient?
All right, and going forward then, where do you see AI having the biggest impact, would you say?
So specifically in our case, it's exception management that has a big use case. We have in the banks lots and lots of people are working on exceptions, which is basically again mostly a data quality issue. And you can use very modern technology like NLP to understand exceptions, to understand the text in exceptions, and to automatically handle the exceptions. So that's a huge use case. And then there's another one for cash and liquidity management, where we try to help our clients to plan their liquidity better and predict their liquidity. And that is very much also a machine learning use case, to understand how the data was in the past and then predicting future data.
Sure, certainly some exciting developments ahead then. All right, and Mark, coming to you then, what areas within the fintech space do you think fintechs need to focus on to meet the demands of APAC, both today and in the future?
I think it's a combination actually. I mean, if you look in the capital markets area, it's a combination of regulations. So there's standard regulations that need to be adopted across the globe, but in Asia Pacific, each jurisdiction has their flavour and particular implementation of those. So we need to address those in the individual countries within Asia Pacific. Also as well then, it's like one of the reasons why we're here is the new payments gateways that are coming out, right? Payment models. So a lot of people now need to have the better risk and controls in process. So digital wallets, ATM, credit cards, even traditional methods of that need to be ensured that everything is accurate. So that's one of the areas that we're working on specifically in Asia Pacific with a lot of the existing clients, because they have a real drive and focus to ensure they've got the proper risk and controls in that area.
All right, and following on from that quite nicely then, what areas are SmartStream hoping to expand in, both regionally and globally, but also why?
Regionally, I mean, there's always certain countries we would like to spend more time with that we can get to. It is a big place. Yeah, it takes some time to get around. Certain geographies, obviously, we would like to actually spend more time in China, as there's a lot of work going on there at the moment. And I know Money 2020 had the event there last year, very China focused with the payment providers that were there. So that's one key area of interest that we're looking to do from a regional perspective. A global perspective, if we look at the capital markets, which leads in from Andy's comment around AI, it's the traditional old thing of the want to do things quicker, cheaper, faster. And therefore using new technologies is actually being able to address that to give the return on investment quicker to the financial institutions we work with.
Well, Mark, Andy, I'll let you get back to the event. Thank you for coming and speaking with me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.